protection against infection is diminishing significantly.
Right now on Up with KREM, get ready for a boost even if you're fully vaccinated. Why the health experts are now proposing that third shot.
Today marks 10 years since the murder of a University of Idaho student, Katie Benoit. The changes made on campus after her death.
Scattered showers and thunderstorms arrive across the inland northwest later today. Overnight, we have the potential of flooding. I'll let you know who might see heavy enough rain to cause that flood threat.
This morning, how a hammer, heat, and metal forge. A Coeur d'Alene bladesmith is now a Forged in Fire champion.
The plant sale here at Manito Park is from 8 to 3 tomorrow morning, and it is completely back to normal for this weekend.
Up with KREM begins now with Tim Pham, Channing Curtis, and Jeremy Legoo.
Well, let's take a live look outside this morning. A beautiful start to the morning on this Friday.
Hey.
I want to say happy Friday morning, inland northwest. So glad to have you here with us. We do, though, have a chance of rain and thunderstorms headed into our area this weekend. And gosh, I can't say I'm mad about it.
No,
Happy to have some rain. And glad to have you here with us on the show. I'm Tim Pham.
And I'm Channing Curtis. We're going to check in with our meteorologist, Jeremy Legoo, here in just a little bit. But first, let's talk about one of our top stories this morning.
Yeah, federal health leaders plan to offer a COVID booster shot, and it could be available early next month.
So this morning on Up with KREM, we are asking you, will you get a booster shot when it becomes available? You can vote right now in our Twitter poll over at Up with Tim. Right now, 83% of people are saying yes. So you can also text us your opinions and tell us why or why not you feel that way at 509-448-2000. We'll be taking a look at your comments all throughout the show.
In the meantime, at 6:01, let's get outside to meteorologist Jeremy Legoo. He is chilling on this Friday. He is enjoying his coffee or whatever is in his cup. A nice morning to maybe have some coffee outside, Jeremy.
Absolutely.
I typically do drink coffee outside, but right now it's just hot water.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Shanning's looking at me like I'm crazy.
A little
I
bit.
needed something in the cup, otherwise I'm just going to be swinging it about, and you're going to be like,
At
"There's
least it's
nothing
not
in
decaf.
That's true.
There." At least it's
I don't
not
understand
yeah.
decaf. Maybe someone explain that to me.
Yeah.
Somebody's going to be like, "Yeah, I get the jitters if I have too much coffee, so I have to have decaf," and I'm going to be like, "I get it. I just live in the jitters." Early on this morning, temperatures stay mild. We're down to 62 degrees now, and the sun is officially up. It's been up now for about 15 minutes. And our air quality, it's moderate. Stays at 67 right now. So if you can, get outside now, breathe some of this fresh air, take the dog for a walk. I actually just heard your dog. Take me for a walk. See? You got to get outside and stretch those legs, get moving early on this Friday morning, and carry that movement into the weekend. Moving's not bad for any of us. 50 in Sandpoint, 58 in Coeur d'Alene, 62 in Spokane, and 55 in Moses Lake this morning. We do have a flash flood watch in place for our incoming rain that Tim did mention. It's up in northern Washington and North Idaho. That is pretty widespread with the area that is encompassing, but the main threat is going to be burn scars in mountainous areas. If you're in a city or town, you do not have to worry about the threat for flash flooding. It's burn scars in mountainous areas. The water is going to run off those and down into some of those valleys, so that is going to be the areas of concern. Right now, a couple of stray bits of moisture moving out, but the big push of moisture arrives later on today. We'll see that later on tonight. I think this afternoon, early evening, late evening, it is possible to get a couple of showers kind of developing and moving through, but the big moisture arrives overnight and continues into Saturday morning, eventually tapering off, if I can say that word, by Saturday afternoon. And all said and done, we do actually pick up quite a bit of rain. We'll talk rainfall totals coming up in your full forecast, but as I send things back to the studio, cloudy and 70s later on this afternoon.
Today marks 10 years since the University of Idaho student Katie Benoit was killed by one of her professors.
Now this weekend, students and staff are planning to gather on campus to remember her. Back in 2011, Katie was gunned down at her home by a former professor she'd been in a relationship with. In the spring of 2011, their relationship ended, and Katie filed a sexual harassment complaint to the university saying he had pointed a loaded gun at her head on 3 different occasions and that she was afraid for her life. She also made a report to the police department. In August, he resigned from the university, and weeks later, he killed Katie and took his own life. Now, KREM 2 was at her funeral in Boise, where her brother spoke about his relationship with his sister.
I don't feel like the part of me that Katie is has been lost in any way. That connection is grander than anything here on earth.
Katie's family did receive $375,000 in a settlement in exchange for dropping a $3 million lawsuit against U of I. The family donated the money to the Katie Memorial Fund.
Now, her murder sparked changes on campus, including a new policy prohibiting student-faculty relationships. U of I also has a Katie Benoit Safety Awareness Month in her honor every year.
So students and staff are invited to attend a 10-year anniversary memorial for her on Sunday. It's going to be happening at 12:30, and it will be held at her bench located east of the admin building. 6:05 on the dot. It is time for your morning rush. More news in less time.
Overnight, firefighters were called to a train car fire. The fire was at 3rd and Sunset on the elevated tracks, and it was upgraded to a hazmat incident, according to Spokane Fire Chief Brian Schaefer. It has since been put out, and thankfully, no one was injured.
Today, 7 suspects in the death of Sam Martinez will appear in court. Martinez was found dead from alcohol poisoning back in 2019 at WSU. Right now, 15 suspects are facing criminal charges of giving liquor to a minor.
As the Delta variant quickly spreads, the mask mandate is going into effect this Monday. Starting next week, everyone in Washington, regardless of vaccination status, will have to wear a mask in indoor public spaces. Although masks will not be required in crowded outdoor settings like concerts and fairs, the Department of Health is still urging people to wear one there.
The North Idaho State Fair kicks off for 10 days starting today. The State Fair is set to begin at 3 p.m. and will close every night at 10 p.m. After Friday, the fair gates will open at 11 a.m. on weekdays and 10 a.m. on weekends. So fairgoers can expect magicians, livestock shows, exhibits, live music, and even a pirate show.
Ooh, sounds fun.
That sounds like a lot of fun. That's your morning rush. More news in less time. Let us know what's happening in your neighborhood by using the hashtag #UpWithKREM on social media.
The fall plant sale at Manito is back this weekend. The event is happening tomorrow, and some great news, it's back to its normal pre-pandemic one-day sale. Nicole Hernandez joins us from Manito, and she spoke with friends of Manito about the plant sale making a big comeback. Good morning, Nicole.
Good morning. I made it into the plant sale where we have tons of different plants, and this place here will be open from 8 to 3 tomorrow morning. And it's exciting because there's not going to be time slot reservations. The past few times they've done the plant sale, they've done these time slots because of COVID restrictions, but this time they're going back to normal. You can just come in, hang out, look at plants, and I think I found my favorite already. Look at this little guy. It's called, I don't know how to say the first word, Arborvitae tater tot. This is called the tater tot plant, and I love potatoes, so that one's awesome. And there's just so many different beautiful plants, some that are flowering, some that are blooming right now. We've got this butterfly bush blue chip that has these beautiful little flowers. You can find all of these online, so if you text the word Manito to 509-448-2000, we'll actually send you a list of all the different plants that they have selling here. This one I think is beautiful. What's this one called? Hydrangea Quickfire Fab. So there's just a ton of different plants that you can come by, and they're all anywhere from $4 to $40. So here's some more video of all the plants that are available here at this area. But if you are interested in coming down, you can park west of the park office or along the road by Ferris Perennial Garden on 21st Avenue. They accept cash, cards, and checks. They will have house plants, sun plants, grasses, a bunch of different plants, of course. And then they also are going to do a bunch of different activities. They'll have a book signing, they'll have a band, and some other fun stuff.
All perennials that are hardy for this area. We have grasses, we have a lot of shade plants, we have a lot of sun plants, we also have some edibles. A lot of the things that you see in bloom behind me will also be in bloom there for purchase.
All right, so as many plants as it looks like they have today, they actually don't have as many as they normally do just because they weren't sure how big this plant sale was going to be because of COVID and everything. So they do say if you are interested in coming down, to come down early, snag the plants that you want. Like I mentioned, it'll be open from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. tomorrow. Live in Manito Park, I'm Nicole Hernandez.
Like in Game of Thrones, where they take a giant sword and they melt it down and then cast it. You don't cast swords, you know, it can't be done, but it doesn't matter. It looks cool. People are like, I think I want to pick up a hammer. Yeah. That's what I want.
No, this isn't Hollywood. These are real swords, forged in fire. A Coeur d'Alene local won a popular show on the History Channel. So next on Up with KREM, he takes us behind the scenes to show you what it takes to be a bladesmith.
And coming up after the break, we're also going to take you outside. We're going to talk potential showers moving through, let you know who gets the rain, how much falls, when it comes to an end, and oh yeah, cold temperatures returning to the forecast.